What if a group of people stepped into a place that said, Lord, would you open our eyes to what it truly means to be worship pastors? We treat songs as filler space in a lot of churches. We treat worship pastors like they are maintenance men for a song scenario. The call of a worship pastor has been about standing in front of God's people and being a catalyst that creates a moment that the message of Christ settles richly in His people. All About Worship is important, not because we're slick and we've got it all together. It's important because the team that keeps surrounding that thing has a voice to speak into the hearts of frustrated worship pastors, disappointed worship pastors, and start going, hey, your job is bigger than you ever realized. We know there are weird dynamics sometimes and that the confines can be really tight, but the job you are doing really is affecting heaven and earth. I sit here and I look at whoever's watching this and I say, I don't have all the answers, but I can tell you it is not the way we have built it. There is another element of this thing called worship pastoring that I believe God is inviting us into. I believe All About Worship is poised to be this breath of fresh air, this deep calling to a bunch of people who say, I don't want to just do this as a status quo kind of thing. It's not worth it to me. But if I knew that I was actually affecting eternity every time I stood on a stage on a Sunday, I'll do that. And I want All About Worship, and I want this team around it to be a part of gathering those people. I want to start a movement of people that believe they're called to something deeper than just delivering a song. So why would you come to the All About Worship conference? Because you've been really disappointed and you know that's not the journey we're called to walk out. Because you want to stand in a place where some voices can speak life and wisdom into your heart, linking arms with some brothers and sisters and saying, if we're going to continue to do this, we want to do it with an authority and an insight that changes the scenario we've been in. What if a group of people stepped into a place that said, Lord, would you open our eyes to what it truly means to be worship pastors? This is more than resources. This is a movement. Let's be a movement of worship pastors who refuse to settle with the status quo and choose to step into the high calling God has called us to, that the message of Christ settles richly in His people.